Hey everybody, it's Cheryl. Welcome back to Technique of the Week. It's week number 7, and this week on Technique of the Week, we're going to be talking about origami hexagons, or folded flowers. So I learned this technique in a book many years ago, and there's tons and tons of tutorials online that show you how to do this, because this is basically a paper folding technique that you can use in order to turn a large hexie into a much smaller hexie, but with little folded edges, which is really cool. So to get started, you're going to need to cut out some hexagons, and I actually have a template that I've had probably forever that's in this hexagon shape. It's much bigger so that I can show you all the steps in a nice big format. So here we go, right? So you're going to cut out your hexagon, and once you have that cut out, the thing that you're going to need to know about this technique is that you're going to fold with the flat edges, okay? So these edges right here, these flat edges every single time. So you're not gonna worry about like the points or anything, you're just gonna worry about the flat edges. So here we go, okay? You're gonna take one flat edge and you're going to marry that up to the opposite side, and then you're gonna crease it. Now there's a couple of different ways you can crease your fabric. There is this really cool Clover Fabric Folding Pen. Now I saw this at Quilt Market at the Clover booth a couple of years ago, and someone was in their booth demoing it, and I thought, what is that? I fold all kinds of fabric because that's what I love to do, and so they let me try it out. And of course they were using it on hexagons so that you didn't have to either baste or glue the edges down. You could just run this bead of water with this solution in it. Now it has a special solution, and I can't tell you at all what's in it because it's some sort of state secret, but it is a liquid that you put into the pen along with the water, and once you take the top off, it actually looks sort of like a marker, which is really cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw your line with your fabric marking pen and your folding pen, I should say, and you're going to fold, and then you just you press it a little bit with your fingertips, and then you get a nice even crease. Now the other thing that you could use is I have this awl, and it came with this pointy end for stiletto and things working at the sewing machine, but this end right here is like a flat, I don't know, it's like a mini finger iron, and so you can use that to press along your fabric as well, and then you get this really nice sharp crease into your fabric. That's what you want, because you're going to want to be able to see these creases later. So the key to this technique is to just do all 3 sides, because you're working with a hexagon, there's 6 sides, so you're going to make 3 creases total. And once you're done with that, and here's my last one, once you're done with that, you're going to then take each corner or each flat side, and you're going to match it up with the line of the crease that you made and make another crease. And you're going to do that 6 times, because you're going to go around all these sides and do that. And you're going to do that with now I'm using my fingernails because I have nice long nails, but you could use, like I said, the fabric folding pen, or you could use your awl or your finger iron, these little wood irons, these little finger creasers that they have. You can use that too. So you're going to get to the point where you have all 6 sides folded, and you're going to have basically a whole lot of triangles. So once you have that ready to go, you're basically going to take 2 edges and you're going to fold them in to where they meet, and you're going to create, I don't know what they call this, a kite shape. It looks like a diamond shape, but it's more like a kite shape. And you're going to press that down flat. And this is where I do like to use the fabric folding mark pen so that I get the edges a little wet with that solution and press it, and then it sort of stays in place. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do all 6 sides. And once you have all 6 sides done, Well, then you're going to do this technique where you're going to pull the kite back on itself. All right, and so you're going to pull it back onto itself, back towards the point, and you're going to create where the raw edges of the fabric touch each other in the center, which is what you want. And then you're going to flip it down and try to keep those edges together. And when you flip it down, you're going to get that perfect point. Isn't that cool? How cool is this? So again, you're going to do that. You're going to go all the way around all 6 sides. And when you're all done, you're going to have a piece, and I've done this in a lighter color. You can see that. I've done it where, and then, so you do have all these raw edges that meet in the center. What I've done is I've taken a little fabric glue and glued them down, but I would cover that either with a button or with a yo-yo or a bead or something, you know, just to hide all those raw edges. And to show you what I've done with that, I've made this little hexagon quilt. And so yeah, these are 1-inch hexies, and it started off with a 2-inch hexie to start with before you started folding, and then they create the 1-inch hexie size. So I hope you enjoyed this technique, and I hope you follow along on my blog at www.muffin.com. You can also subscribe to this channel and get a copy of the Technique of the Week videos in your news feed every single week. And you can also subscribe to my newsletter and get a copy of the 52 Technique of the Week checklist in your mailbox, and you can follow along right along with us. So thanks, have a great day, and I'll see you again next week.